There's a number of settings in Stellar Blade that you do need to change to make your gaming experience a lot better. So let me show you what you need to change. First one will be under gameplay, and that is going to be the Autoloot Items. Self-explanatory, but let me show you. By default, items on the ground will not be able to be picked up. We have to press the R2. So it kind of sounds tedious. So just to make it a lot easier, just turn on the Autoloot Items so that it's going to be automatically picked up. And with that, you will not be missing any of the items that the enemies drop or from any supply box that you have opened. Second is going to be under controls. That is the normal horizontal and normal vertical sensitivity. By default, it's going to be 0, and it feels already kind of good. But Stellar Blade being an action game, you do need to be able to move fast, or rather your camera move fast, so that you can check if there are enemies behind you, or if you just need to move so you can better prepare yourself for any kind of event. Again, this is going to be personal preference. I would choose 2 because 2 works better with me. Play with it around and adjust according to your preference. The third and fourth one is going to be under the display and under the effects, and that is definitely going to be the motion blur. Now, motion blur for me definitely gives me a headache, so I will turn that down to 0. As for the camera shake, just to lessen the shake in the game, I would turn it to 5. If you want, you can even put it into 0. Next is going to be under subtitles and language, and this is going to be the display speaker name. Now, this one makes it a lot easier for you to identify who is talking. Sometimes we might have a conversation where there's just too many characters, and with us seeing the names, we know who's talking.
There is no power.
No worries. Let's check the power control room under the stairs.
The next setting is going to be under the interface, and that would be the HUD background. Now, this may be subtle, but it definitely helps. That darkened background will give a small contrast, making your HUD a lot more clear and visible. Another thing for me is going to be the center point, and you can find this one under the accessibility. This one just helps me identify where I'm actually looking at. Again, this is going to be personal preference, but for me, this one actually helps. The next settings, well, this one is more like a bonus. Only use this kind of setting if you're looking for hidden areas or items that you could have missed. Now, that is going to be the high contrast under the accessibility. This will highlight not just you, but also the other areas that you can interact, the supply boxes, and also the enemies. So this is very helpful if you do want to fully explore the area and just find all of the items. But aesthetically, it's not so good. Again, just use this one if you're looking for or exploring an area. So guys, which settings are you going to be changing? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you do want to check out other tips and tricks for Stellar Blade, you can check out my video over here. And if not, you can also check out my other videos over here. By the way, my name is Dark, and I hope that I'll see you again next time.